and nobody has to go very far to see an example of a church that looks as if it needs a little help. The building may not be able to be maintained, the congregation is getting older, they're having more and more difficulty providing the services that they have provided, and this is what CUI pays attention to, what's going on streets, main streets and downtowns across the country, in small communities and in large communities. And these faith institutions are critical to them, and we're concerned that the civic function that they fill, many different kinds of civic and social functions, are in jeopardy because of the business model, shall we say, for those churches obviously needs to change. As urban environments intensify, as we see more and more pressure for housing and different kinds of commercial life, those kinds of civic spaces that provide this kind of opportunity for informal, casual, social interaction, they get encroached upon because the market pressure is such that that building starts to become more desirable for high-end housing or luxury housing. And in small communities where there may not be the same kind of pressure for real estate development, there's no money or resources to shore up the civic functions of these places. So I think we need a new way of understanding the civic value of these places that may have come out of a sacred, faith-based initial mission and over time have evolved, and now we need a new way to get resources into those places. Otherwise we will lose them, either to neglect or to development.
Very few examples of a congregation or a diocese or an owner of a faith building that have been able to do it by themselves because of just the complexity of these buildings and the regulatory environment and what do you do with all the space. Not all of them will be the same formula. Different communities will have different uses. They'll be supplementing the uses that already exist in their community. So I think really being able to collectively come together and figure out what that future use should be is really important, and understanding that it needs to be a collaborative experience for both the members of the congregation as well as the community itself, a broader collective group of partners.